Yeah, why buy Chinese handheld that you can play it on the PS Vita? Yes, I knew. So let's go and let's make a video about it. And let's be naughty. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in this video we are going to talk about the naughty side of the PS Vita. So here on the channel I've reviewed so many of these China handhelds. In the beginning, when making these videos, people were asking me why do I not talk about the PSP in general, because if you want to be naughty, it's possible with a PSP. But nowadays with a PS Vita you can do so many great things besides playing the original games, of course. In my previous video I was speaking about the PS Vita, what you can do with it and what are the capabilities, and just sharing my love for this handheld, because when you're looking at the PS Vita, this is nothing to be compared with a Chinese handheld. Let's be too clear about one thing. But before we're going to take a close look at the PS Vita, let's take a close look at the Chinese handhelds and why I wanted to make this video. So a lot of people were saying, hey Wicked, you can rather play this on a PS Vita. And most of the time they are with these Chinese handheld reviews. And I can understand why they are saying this, because nowadays we're having a lot of different options when it comes to the PS Vita. I need to point out that PS Vitas are not very cheap to buy and they're very expensive to get. But the PS Vita, when it comes to the quality itself, compared with the Chinese, it's not to be compared. It's just two different worlds in my opinion. Even when you're having a used PS Vita, it's just a high quality product. I can say a very technical engineering miracle. But when you take a close look at the Chinese handheld and when you're looking at the prices, nowadays you can pick up let's say a decent handheld from China for around 100 up to 150 euros. Or depends dollars, depends on where you buy it, where you're from. But in the end, when you're looking at the prices, it's getting really close to a PS Vita. And I think that's mainly the reason why people are saying, hey, you can rather get yourself a PS Vita. But okay, so let's talk about the PS Vita, and if you can hack it, what can you do with it? Because I completely understand why people are saying, I'm just going to grab myself a PS Vita, even it's not the cheapest one you can get, because the PSP is way cheaper than the PS Vita nowadays. But PS Vita is just a completely different level if it comes to quality and how does it play. But don't get me wrong, I really love the Chinese handhelds for what it is. So let's talk about the quality of the product. So when you're looking at the 350 metal, this is a very expensive China handheld. And the reason why, because it's made of metal and the quality is way better. Good audio, nice joystick and really nice D-pad, and everything feels like very good quality. And that is what we're going to get with more expensive handhelds. And I understand why people just say, okay, but you know what, I'm going to get myself a PS Vita. It's even more expensive than the retro game, or maybe you can buy one for very cheap, and I'm just going to hack this thing. And the reason why, because the price difference is going to get very slim between those systems. So this video I want to dedicate it to the RetroArch, but also we're going to try out some PlayStation 1 and we're going to try out some PSP. Because I think that is the main thing that makes the PS Vita just awesome. We can basically play it all with the PS Vita in combination with RetroArch. So with RetroArch you can configure everything like how you want it to be. But in the end, when you're looking at it, we're having so much support, like with the Chinese handhelds, like Arcade, MAME, Neo Geo, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Classic, Mega Drive, Super NES, and it goes on and on and on. And I think that is pretty amazing when you're looking at this piece of software in combination with the PS Vita. We have a very cool combination. So let's try some games and let's see how they are running on the PS Vita Naughty Edition. So even this is a very small joystick, I really like it. It's very responsive, and the same goes for the D-pad. So another great game. And let's see how this is going to run. And again, I really like the D-pad on this device. Alright, so the ultimate test, let's see how the analog and the D-pad plays. Surprise, surprise, it works like a charm. Ow. No, no way, Honda. Go away. Let's go back to the D-pad. I think I'm gonna do all my moves. Yep. Need to get slightly used to the D-pad, but in general it's just amazing. And also this game runs like a charm. All the sound effects are here, and everything worked like a charm. So we're the last generation of Chinese handhelds finally can play PlayStation 1. I think it was already available on the PSP. Oh yeah, that's what we call cheesy win, people. Cheesy win. Yeah, round 2. Ow. And what is also cool, we're having the possibility to have them backwards compatible with PSP. And PSP has so many great games back in the day. It's personally one of my favorite handhelds ever, beside the PS Vita. And they play like a charm and work just fine. So when you're looking at the handhelds, both of them have just the pros and the cons. So when you're looking at the quality, I think the PS Vita is just undefeated and I really love for what it is. But when you're looking at the emulation capabilities and the things you can play, with the PS Vita it's more like you can play, the PS Vita games of course. You can play the PSP, PlayStation 1 and a lot of retro stuff. But with the Retro Game 350 you can play a lot of homebrew stuff like Street of Rage Remake. So it's more like to decide what you like to play and what is the handheld will fit your personal needs. Nevertheless, I want to thank you for watching. Consider subscribing, hit the little bell, become the Wicked family, and if you have any questions, you can always leave it in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.